Hello, my name is Mukesh Rani, and I'm currently on a journey to deepen my understanding of business strategies. I'm actively exploring a wide range of material, including podcasts and articles from the strategic community, basically, to broaden my knowledge and understanding of the topic. To share my insights and learnings, I'm creating short videos where I discuss my perspectives on various topics. Recently, I came across an intriguing concept of organizational superpower on the McKinsey website, and I listened to their podcast that dives deep into it. I found this content to be insightful, and I wanted to share my key takeaways with you. The McKinsey article describes an organizational superpower as an institutional capability, a combination of people, processes, and technology that consistently enables a company to outperform its competitors. Essentially, it's a core strength that defines leading companies and contributes to their long term success. In simple words, a superpower is a unique capability that sets an organization apart. This could be a superior talent base, human resource, cutting edge technology, an exceptional supply chain, maybe, exclusive access to high quality resources like raw materials, or maybe substantial financial resources. McKinsey further categorizes these capabilities into two types. Functional capabilities, these are specialized strengths within specific areas such as superior supply chain, advanced technology, or infrastructure. For example, having high performance servers and extensive network of data centers that can give an IT company a competitive edge. The second type is enterprise-wide capabilities. These are broader organization-wide strengths that contribute to overall performance across the length and breadth of the company. An example could be a project management framework that company has developed over the years with a robust knowledge base that standardizes the process and drive efficiency across the company, across the world, wherever they are located. I've included the link to the article and podcast in the description. Feel free to check them out if you would like to explore this topic further. When you start a company, you inherently may or may not have a superpower or an advantage. For example, if you're setting up a steel mill, you may have access to higher quality iron ore than your competitors. That becomes a capability. With purer raw materials, you spend less on refining process, giving you both a cost advantage and a superior product. That strengthens your competitive edge. This is where successful companies make a strategic choice, aligning their resources to develop and strengthen their chosen superpower. By doing so, they gain a competitive edge, achieving superior economic performance, and in some cases, even reshaping the entire industries. A great example from recent past is Jio, an Indian company which completely transformed India's telecom market. At the time, well-established competitors like Airtel, Idea, Vodafone, they were still operating on 3G networks. Jio disrupted the market by launching 4G LTE with voice-over internet technology, instantly setting itself apart. Their go-to-market strategy was very aggressive. They offered 6 months of free data and calls, making customer acquisition effortless. This was possible because of their backing from their parent group company, Reliance, that gave them access to nearly unlimited funding. While competitors were stuck with older 3G technology, Jio introduced a fully digital next generation network. And as a result of that, Jio became India's leading telecom provider in a very short duration, offering highly competitive pricing that forced their rivals to lower their rates. The disruption was so significant that two of their biggest competitors, Vodafone and Idea, they had to merge in order to survive, while a government-owned company called BSNL, they were pushed out of the market completely. And their major competitor, Airtel, and they were already struggling a bit financially, but now they were completely into losses for at least 3 years. Now, McKinsey also explores how companies can develop their superpowers using a structured approach called the vector approach. This method provides a detailed framework for building and implementing the competitive advantage. You can find an in-depth explanation on their website, which I've linked in the description below. But do you think having just one superpower or two is good enough to sustain success? Your competitors are constantly evolving. The market is always changing. To maintain a competitive advantage, companies must continuously develop new capabilities and superpowers. Inspired by my learnings from the McKinsey article and podcast, I have made a humble attempt at applying this concept to Bharat Forge, one of India's leading private defense companies. I recently saw a podcast by Major Gaurav Arya where he interviewed Baba Kalyani, the founder and chairman of Bharat Forge. And Mr. Kalyani spoke in depth with Major Gaurav Arya about company's journey, growth, and innovations over the decades. I've added the link to the podcast in description below. Even if you are not deeply interested in the topic of strategy, I highly recommend listening to this podcast, especially if you have keen interest in India's private defense sector and how it has rapidly evolved over years. It is very insightful. It's an insightful conversation that showcases the fast-paced advancement in Indian defense manufacturing. Bharat Forge began its journey as a supplier for Hindustan Motors, one of the leading auto manufacturers in those days. They used to provide ancillaries and parts like axles and transmission for the iconic Ambassador car. Over the time, company's path evolved, and when India acquired 155mm Bofors guns, the Ordnance Factory Board, that was the leading ammunition manufacturer and ordnance manufacturer for India, lacked the infrastructure to manufacture 155mm shells needed for these guns, creating a new business opportunity for Bharat Forge. The company took initiative to conduct its own research and development and learning how to produce shell. While shell manufacturing shares some similarities with forging car parts, it requires completely different setup and approach. Shells need to be durable enough to withstand the pressure inside a gun chamber, but are also designed to explode upon impact or detonation. So the metallurgy and forging techniques involved are much different than forging car parts. So Bharat Forge successfully developed this capability to manufacture 155mm shells, adapting their existing expertise to meet the unique challenge of defense manufacturing. In 1998, India conducted its nuclear tests, and that invited embargoes from United States, and it became difficult to import any kind of ammunition and parts for the Bofors guns. This, combined with some corruption case involving the Bofors howitzer, the guns itself, made it even harder to secure ammunition supplies and everything. And in 1999, India had Kargil War, and after the war, India faced a critical shortage of 155mm ammunition. And that created another opportunity for Bharat Forge. The company stepped up and began full-scale manufacturing of 155mm ammunition for Ordnance Factory Board, cementing its role as a player in India's ordnance manufacturing sector. We've seen how Bharat Forge under Mr. Kalyani acquired new capabilities, particularly in shell manufacturing, with support from ordnance factories, of course. Moving into the late 2000s, Kalyani Group further expanded its research and development, and they started creating prototypes of artillery guns, specifically gun barrels. And this was a natural progression for the company, as forging and metallurgy was already a key strength for them and an established superpower. In 2017, the government of India opened up weapons manufacturing to the private sector, making it a pivotal moment. The significant shift came in defense production. The ATAGS, Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System project, was primarily researched and developed by the DRDO, the Defense Research and Development Organization, India's premier defense research body. Bharat Forge and Tata Advanced Systems were co-developers in this cutting-edge, top-of-the-line artillery system. The ATAGS is a 155mm 52 caliber heavy artillery gun designed to meet Indian Army's requirements. After the successful development trials of the gun, the technology was transferred to both Bharat Forge and Tata Advanced System. As a result, the Indian Army has now placed orders of ATAGS gun with both companies. They are sharing this order and further solidifying their role in India's defense manufacturing. Building on to the TOT, the technology transfer, and the co-development knowledge from the ATAGS program, Bharat Forge went on to develop its own version of artillery system of the ATAGS. It is called Bharat 52. It's here on the left side. Like the ATAGS, it's a 155mm 52 caliber howitzer. The base technology, of course, comes from ATAGS, and Bharat Forge, already a leader in forging and metallurgy for the barrel and mechanical components, faced a new challenge. Modern artillery gun systems require advanced electronics. These include gun computers, ballistic computers, and various other sensors and electronic systems. To address this, Bharat Forge expanded its capability to develop and integrate these electronic subsystems. Technology they had previously worked on at some capacity in a limited way, but they expanded onto the gun computer and ballistics part. This move allowed them to create more comprehensive modern artillery system, further enhancing their capability in defense manufacturing. Bharat Forge further expanded its portfolio by developing several new versions of their artillery systems. One such version is Bharat 45, a 45 caliber variant of Bharat 52 here in the center, and another is Bharat UHL. It's a 39 caliber ultralight howitzer, which is in category of M777 ultralight howitzer from United States, while a Bofors howitzer was also 45 caliber. Through this co-development process, Bharat Forge not only gained the capability to produce a full artillery gun system, but also mastered the art of designing and manufacturing complex gun systems and subsystems. This marks a remarkable evolution for the company, which has come a long way from producing automobile parts to becoming a leader in complete manufacturing of ordnance and advanced gun systems. Now, Bharat Forge, as part of its diversification strategy and to expand its product line, ventured into armored vehicles business as well, aiming to serve both the domestic market and for export purposes. To achieve this, the company secured a license slash transfer of technology for a light armored troop carrier vehicle called Mbombe 4 from a South African company called Paramount Group. Leveraging this TOT, Bharat Forge developed its own version of vehicle, which is named Kalyani M4. The vehicle is very identical to Mbombe 4. It's not very different from Mbombe 4. However, with this move, they marked another milestone in the company's growth, and they were able to expand their portfolio into armored vehicles. They were already part of some armored vehicle programs in the past, but that did not take off as well as Kalyani M4. Now, Bharat Forge added yet another superpower by expanding into the manufacturing of armored vehicles. But they did not stop there. They further strengthened their capabilities by acquiring specialized industries. One such acquisition was Automotive Axles Limited, which produced a specialized product called Defense Axle. It's a reinforced axle design specifically for armored vehicles. These axles are built to withstand mine blasts, IED explosions from below, ensuring that the vehicle remains operational even under extreme conditions and after sustaining such blasts. In addition to this, Bharat Forge had also done some forward integration. They were already producing sub-assemblies, assemblies, and many more parts like chassis at Kalyani Technoforge for the civilian automotive market. And now that capability within Kalyani Technoforge, that expertise in producing car parts, the modern car parts, also serves to the armored vehicle business. Bharat Forge also did some backward integration by establishing another steel mill called Baramati Specialty Steel. This further strengthening their supply chain, and they are able to produce high quality specialized steel needed for manufacturing critical defense components here, ensuring greater control over raw material quality, reinforcing their capabilities as a defense automotive manufacturer. With all their newly acquired capabilities, Bharat Forge developed a unique product, the MARG 39 caliber. It's a 155 self-propelled gun system, also known as mobile gun systems. This is an innovative system that combines the element of M4 platform and the ATAX platform, resulting in a powerful and versatile artillery solution. So what is unique about MARG? Well, all other gun systems, 155 gun systems mounted on truck chassis, are either 6x6 or 8x8 platforms. The MARG, on the other hand, is a 4x4 vehicle. This is a compact design. It is shorter in length and smaller in size, and it offers a significant advantage when it comes to mountain warfare. And India has its battle zones all in the mountains. With China, with Pakistan, all our battlefields, or most of our battlefields, are in the mountainous region. And MARG is a great proposition when it comes to mountain warfare because of its size. And it's a 155 system. And MARG has already been exported to Armenia, a country with conflict with Azerbaijan, again in the mountainous region. The compact size and mobility of MARG makes it a highly effective for mountainous warfare. Additionally, the Indian-made gun systems like the MARG are known for being cost-effective, and the quality is at par with more expensive Western systems. Now, Bharat Forge has also unveiled their 45 caliber version of the MARG, and it expands onto their unique vehicle offering. This version retains the same 4x4 platform while having a 45 caliber gun mounted on that. And as you can see, how it draws similarities from the M4 platform. If you look at the wheelbase, the wheel size, it's very same. Even if you look at the cabin, the same design language goes in, the same protection level for the MARG cabin and the M4 vehicle. You can see similarities in that. So it's a very clear derivative of the M4 platform, the MARG's platform vehicle. It's a very common thing in automotive market. If you have ever noticed that Audi and Volkswagen cars share similar design elements. such as shapes, silhouettes, lines, and curves. They are very similar for the two car brands. Bharat Forge has also developed a 52 caliber solution, a MGS. Basically, it's a Bharat 52 gun mounted on a truck chassis, which is a larger truck chassis BML 8x8 platform. And since it's a 52 caliber gun, will require a larger platform. It's a heavy duty chassis manufactured under license from Tatra. And here are two images. The one on the left is the final production variant, and the one on the right with the regular cabin is, I think it's one of the prototypes. The expansion of Bharat Forge's product range demonstrate their continued innovation in artillery and defense mobility, combining their core strength in metallurgy and combining it with their newer acquired strength of armored vehicle manufacturing. It's pretty amazing. I hope you enjoyed my perspective on organizational superpowers and how an Indian company was able to successfully develop its superpower over the time and moved from being a forging company to becoming a complete solution provider. And by the way, Bharat Forge does a lot more than what we have discussed in this video. They have several other armored vehicles in the pipeline, and they are already collaborating with Israeli defense industries to produce Barak 8 missile system. And additionally, they also have a number of labs and research establishments where they are continuously exploring more weapon technologies, more on metallurgy and forging. They are continuing to enhance their skills and their knowledge because they want to get into jet engine manufacturing. Again, something a lot to do with metallurgy and forging. And they also have unveiled their turret system, which is again kind of a unique proposition within the South Asian market. And the only competitor to them is John Cockrell so far. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and learned something new about superpowers and Kalyani Forge. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.